Hey.
Hey,
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but you're blurry.
Ah, we got the blurry screen. I can see it's blurry. We got to restart
Yeah.
this, Lena. Well, I wonder what makes it
Oh.
do that sometimes. Do we look blurry,
But
everybody? Tell us if we look blurry because we're going to restart. Do we look blurry? Because it looks blurry on one of our. We don't know why it does it sometimes. Strange. It's very strange.
it's like kind of getting better. I don't know. It's
Is
very
it getting
weird.
better? Tell it. Are we clear? Can y'all tell us if we look clear on your screen? Because it looks. We needed some feedback. All right. Donna said we look clear. Not blurry, Blake says. All right. That's
Okay,
good. That way
welcome
we don't
back,
have to
everybody.
we don't have to start over, Lisa. That's good. Lisa said we're good. Daniel said
A
we
lot of
good.
good
Mike said
things, a
we
lot of
good.
good things coming.
We got so much happening. We had to go a few minutes in preparation because our team put together. It's not the final, but it's like a little promo video for the Sukkot coming up, 2024, and we think y'all going to enjoy it. It's like about a minute, but it's going to give you a good vision. You know, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. We'll show you a picture, but then they say a
Yep.
video is worth over 1,000,000 words, Lena. So we're going to go in on it.
Yes.
So what's going on, fam? Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like. Hit the share button,
Yes.
subscribe, follow, all those basics that you do to get the algorithm jumping so we can save more souls. That's what this is about. You are going to get another powerhouse true scriptures never released before session during this session. So we've got a couple hours together. Doing here, Lena's going to talk to us about his kingdom business. And so a big shout
Yes.
out, Lena, to everyone that went over to tsnt.org. Everybody that they just really grabbed a hold of the play from Yahuwah that says this word's got to go throughout the entire earth. That's where the good
Yes.
news, and that's what Yahushua HaMashiach said when he was here, Lena. He said, until this mess throughout all nations, the end will not come. So the Bashura has to be preached throughout all nations. And so how do
Yes.
we get it out there? You know, it's
We
going to
have
take funding. It's going to take finances. So Lena, I want to give a shout out. Since we finished the last session, to those who came in with contributions at tsnt.org, we got Brother James Harris came in with the contribution. No, he did it right before. Okay. We got I told you Sister Cher Harris, she did it right before. We've got Donna Steele came in strong. We got Lisa Alston came in. Then we got Sister Catherine Tillman with $472.60 as a contribution. Our sister Cheryl Storch with over $200 contribution. Nicolene Mashigo gave an awesome contribution. Bernadette Smith over $100. We got Daniel Libby gave a contribution. We got Jamie Galloway again. Jamie's been in
Jamie.
twice today, right? So go to tsnt.org. We are handling kingdom business. We're never shy about that at all. Never, ever. We tell people that Yahuwah gives seeds to the sower, and he wants people to do the
Yes.
right thing. Let's do some shout outs. We got our brother Matt Wells in the building,
Matt
Monticello, Mississippi.
Wells.
Who's all here already, Lena? Who all we got here? Let's go scroll up and give us a
Okay.
roll call, Lena. Who we got?
We have Matthew Wells, we have Sweet Pea PP12,
That's
Emily
Patrice.
Aguilar from Mexico, we have Daniel Levy, we have Amber House, like Lane Heather, we have Michael Fickey, we have Lisa Alston, Joe and Ebony from Colorado, we have Tiffany Hinton, we have Luya, Yahuwah
Who y'all?
daughter, Randy, we got J.D. Nolan Sr., we
Pops.
have Donna, Willie Valdez, Cherry Herod, Mike, I think this is Mike Colgate, Blake Bernadette from Hawaii. We have, let me keep going, Gold Trim. We have Michael Nicholas, Deontay Warren. Woo, woo, woo.
Did
Welcome,
you get a
welcome,
Lisa Tenner, a
everyone.
Lisa Tenner, Tiffany Hinton?
Yep, yep. I called them all. We got
You
them
get
all.
Joe and Ebony?
Yep. Joe and Ebony. We have
Yeah, we
Johnny,
rocking. Look at
Dwayne
Ashley Spence.
Washington.
Hold on. West Virginia, Lena. I don't know if West Virginia is on the map with us. Let's go check
Ooh,
for the
we need to do
states. Let's
a
go
roll
check.
call.
That's a new one, Lena. West Virginia. Okay. You got to drop it in there. Who is that? Who's that coming
Yeah,
in from West Virginia again? Who is that? You got to put
West
I love YAHUAH.
Virginia.
Who's that from West Virginia
Ashley,
came in?
Ashley Spence.
Okay, Ashley, do you love YAHUAH? Put it in the chat because that's what we do here. As a matter of fact, everybody put I love YAHUAH in the chat and where you're coming in from. Let the world know. They see these replays, they'll go, man, you mean to tell me I'm not alone walking with YAHUAH when all my Christian friends think I'm nuts? All my organized religion family and friends think I'm crazy. No, you're not crazy. Brian Teague is in the building. Where y'all coming in from? Put where you coming in from. Put I love YAHUAH, but you got to drop where your city, your country, your city, your state. That makes a big difference because people
Yeah.
see us all over the place. Who is that from West Virginia? I want to put you on the map.
Ashley, come
Albuquerque.
on, Ashley.
Where you at, Ashley? Do you love YAHUAH?
Do we have
She said,
Northern
you know what
Ireland?
time it is. Tell us what time it is, Ashley. Do you love YAHUAH? Type it in. We want to know. She said, yes, sir, I love YAHUAH. West Virginia, new state on the map. It's just like that. Look at us spreading. I got to put West Virginia in here.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
Netherlands. We got Northern Ireland. Is Northern Ireland in the list?
Yeah, we got Northern Ireland. Let me go check. I think so. Hold on. Yes, we got Northern Ireland in here. Where y'all coming in from?
We got
Love it.
Ohio in the house.
And see, y'all gonna do that all the time. That's part of your witness, part of your testimony. Like when you say
Yes.
your name, you show your representation. You notice how Shaul did it, Copper did it. They was writing letters to different provinces, different areas. You know, they could have just wrote those letters, not said anything about who they were writing them to, Lena. They could have just wrote those letters. But he would talk about to the people in this state and in this city, in this place. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Do we
that's
have
a big
Michigan?
deal. Do we got Michigan?
Yeah, because Brian Teague is right now in Michigan.
Let me see. Michigan, we got Michigan's on the map. Yes. But
Okay.
we need more representation everywhere.
Yes.
Listen, this is a roll call. If you don't hear your country or your state, this is a good warm-up leader before we get into it. And everybody keep in mind, go to tsnt.org, contribute something today. We're in a telethon today. We had a session at 10 a.m. This is our 2 p.m. session. We're going to have another one at 6 p.m. Each of about 2 hours or so, usually more. And then we're going to come back on Sunday. We're going to do it again, 10 to 6. We're handling Kingdom business. We're working on building out an app for the calendar. How many of y'all want the Promote the Truth app for the calendar? Very expensive. We want to be able to have resources to knock that out. We want to bring on more of a marketing push. We want the true scriptures going out everywhere. We told everybody we've extended the cutoff for the real New Testament portion of the
Yes.
campaign. The Barit Hadash is going to go from, instead of 331 2024, we've extended it to what they call April, the pagan month, April the 15th. You got an extra
Yes.
2 weeks to get up. There's people, and when y'all see Sukkot, where it's going to be, I know there's going to be people in it. They want to come to beautiful South America where the weather is gorgeous 24/7. Like it's just gorgeous down here where we're at. Like all the time. Like
Yes.
where Lena and I are at our parents, right? There's a window open 24 hours.
Yeah,
Think about that.
365 or 360 days a year.
So Lena, all your life growing up in Colombia, y'all had a window open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Yes. Yeah. Every
Your
day.
entire life?
My entire life. Actually, where I born, we didn't even have air conditioner. Like most of the houses don't have air conditioner here because the windows in the rooms are open. The doors going to the balconies or to the patios, they're all open all the time, and there's fans all over. And it feels good. It feels natural. You have bugs coming in, uh,
Yeah, y'all
but
get your
it
screens up.
feels
You gotta get your
real.
screens up. But it's
Yeah, you,
natural.
it feels real. And like, for example, with the food, with the, you left some fruit outside, and you have some realness. You can feel it. You can taste it.
This is unbelievable. Look at this. Look, Brian said moving to Columbia one day. My soon to be fiance is outside. That's where we at.
Oh,
We
in
in
Jumbo,
Cali.
yeah.
In
Yes,
Jumbo.
we're
We
in
know where
Cali,
Jumbo's
Brian.
at.
We are
Come
one
on,
hour
Brian.
from Jumbo.
We're only an hour from Cali. Come on now.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico. Yeah, like look, I'm telling you, man, it's just we just to keep the windows open. That's gotta I tell myself every day, this has got to be added to my life. Having this fresh air every day. Now watch this.
Yeah.
These are the countries that have said I love Yahuwah. Before we're gonna get into a true scriptures session. We're gonna talk to y'all about where we're going for Sukkot. So put your seatbelts on because we're gonna give you all that and make maybe some other important announcements. But these are people that have said from these countries and these states, I love Yahuwah. Here I go. I'm gonna do a roll call. If you don't
Let's
hear
go.
your city, state, city, country, put it in the chat. Australia, Bahamas, Bangladesh, Barbados, Belfast, Belgium, Bermuda, Botswana, Canada, Colombia, Curacao, Denmark, Dominica, England, Eswatini, Ethiopia, Fiji, France, Germany, Ghana, Grenada, Guyana, Hungary, India, Indonesia, Ireland, Italy, Jamaica, Japan, Kenya, Macedonia, Madagascar, Maralika, Malawi, Mexico, New Zealand, Nicaragua, Nigeria, Northern Ireland, as Lena was just talking about, Norway, Pakistan, Papua New Guinea, Philippines, Portugal, Romania, Scotland, Seychelles, Singapore, South Africa, St. Lucia, St. Martin, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Suriname, Tanzania, Thailand, the Netherlands, Trinidad and Tobago, Uganda, Wales, and Zambia. That's countries outside the USA that's had someone come in here and post that I love Yahuwah. They represent Yahuwah. Think about that. We don't think that's ever been coordinated anywhere. Now let's talk about the states, which each state in the United States of America, for those of you that are outside, each state really is like as big as a country. So you can consider each one of these states countries. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, tongue twister all the time, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon. Take a deep breath. Woo! Pennsylvania, Puerto Rico, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah. Another deep breath. Virginia, Washington State, Washington, D.C., West Virginia just came in, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Did we get your state? Did we get your country? Come on.
Tell it.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. Sister Lena, Brother Jay, Belfast is in Northern Ireland. Did I say Belfast? Hold on. Let me go. That's not a country. All right. Belfast is not a country. Take that out. Bam. All right. So Belfast is part of Northern Ireland. Are we correct? Tell me.
Thank you, Pamela.
Come on, Pamela. Y'all just make sure we straight on this thing. Woo! All right.
Belfast is a city from Northern Ireland on the
Okay, we
river
got it straight now. We
Tagus.
got it tight. We want to be tight. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Pamela.
Got my blackberry. I got my blackberry juice. Lena, we got to put the video. Why don't you just put the video up in the Promote the Truth channel? Because everybody's asking me about your delicious blackberry juice. And so
I
let's get
didn't.
it, Y'all tell Lena to drop. How many of y'all want the blackberry juice recipe Look, I got the cup is sweating. Got some good ice in here. Mm.
I give it to you today. I promise.
How
I
many of
have
y'all
it.
want the blackberry? It's been my fault. Lena gave it to me, and I got so many messages come through that I just didn't get time to get to it. Or I guess I didn't make the time. So I apologize as your brother. Please accept my apology. With all humility, I should have got y'all that blackberry juice recipe. But we're gonna handle business, kingdom business of blackberry juice. Right.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
We got to get the blackberry juice straight. Come on now. We going in.
Let's go in. We got few surprises for everybody. I'm very happy. I'm actually very happy to see that so many of you have been in Colombia or have anybody that have come here and you feel excited for the location. It's beautiful. The weather is amazing. The people, the food. You all going
You
to
see what
do.
Ebony said, Lena? Ebony said that recipe is important. And Joe wants the strawberry mango juice recipe too. We're gonna get that one next.
Ooh,
We'll get you
Joe.
the strawberry mango juice recipe. So right now I'm getting this good.
Look at Cherry. She said, I have frozen blackberries that I picked and can use them for
Mm.
the juice. She's
Come
ready.
on. I'm telling y'all, I never had it in my life. I grew up picking blackberries. Nobody told me you can have some blackberry juice. I come to Colombia and they in there blending up the black and it's ooh, I said, what is that? They said it's blackberry juice. They call it mora. Mora. Mora
Mora.
in Latin America. Mora. So we going in. All right, we good?
We, we're good. Let's go
What do you want to
in.
start with, Lena? Okay, we want to start with the true scriptures message, or do we want to start with the Sukkot announcement? I think. What do you think? Maybe the true scriptures message. Just get right into it. What do you think? It's up to you.
Um, I think we do the teaching, then we have our guests, and then we do the the secret information
What time is our guest coming in?
to our time. So
Okay, got it. So 3 o'clock Eastern. Got it. Okay, let me rip then. I'm gonna go right into the scriptures. One that everybody is highly familiar with. That's not properly translated, but you're going to hear it in its correct translation today. Okay, we talking about First Qaranatiym. That's First Corinthians. We did Second Corinthians chapter 4 earlier, and everybody was tore up. Everybody was emotional. Lena was crying. I mean, we're actually going to create a video of just that section and get that video posted of just that section of the real Second Corinthians chapter 4 is Yahuwah's love for us. And
yes,
it's a relating love like never. I don't know any other scripture that nails down that type of love because it deals with what you're going through. It's like hands on. Got it? Yeah, we going in. So we're going to deal with First Corinthians, First Qaranatiym, chapter 13. I know because that's the love chapter, right? That's the chapter that talks about love. But we're going to hear it in its correct layout, the way it's supposed to be translated. So put your seatbelts on because Yahuwah is going to speak to you again. And it's going to be emotional. Like it's going to be. So, Lena, you ready to get another dose of Yahuwah showing you love and showing you how
yes,
to love? So it's not
yes,
only showing you love, but it's showing you how to love. That's important. Now, Luya said he'd been waiting for this recipe since November, Lee, the blackberry juice.
Luya. I'm sorry. I
Put
didn't
the
mean
video
it.
in there today, and y'all got to be in the
I
Telegram
sent
channel.
it to I sent it to Jay, but I didn't send the recipe. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, now watch. Get into the pttgram.com. Make sure you guys are there. If you're not on our Telegram channel, make sure you get there. Okay, get on the channel.
Yes.
All right, we ready to go in. I want to make sure y'all can still hear me. Okay.
I
Lena, you
hear
still hear
you
me
good.
okay? I had a
Yes,
little,
I
I had a
hear you
little
good.
snip. All right, I'm going in. First Qaranatiym, 1 Corinthians chapter 13 from the true scriptures revealed here first. Here first. Nobody's ever heard the true scriptures version of this. Lena got a little background noise. Nobody's ever heard the true scriptures version of this. So we're going to break it down. Chapter 13. Brother Shaul Paul is writing about this important subject of love. Verse 1. What if I could speak all the languages in the world and even speak to the messengers? Think about that. People call them angels, right? So he said, what if I could speak all the languages in the world and even speak to the messengers? If I do not have love, I would only be making obnoxious noises. Did y'all catch that? Y'all give me some feedback in the chat if y'all can still hear me, because I don't know if we're still connected or not. I want to make sure we're connected before I move on, because we've been having a little internet's been kind of quirky a little bit today.
Yes, it's good.
It's good, because I don't see nothing coming up in the chat. That's weird. That's not normal. Got it. Okay, now it's on. Thank you, Blake.
People
So
are
think
taking
about what
notes.
he just said. Shaul said, what if I could speak all the languages in the world and even speak to the messengers? If I do not have love, I would only be making obnoxious noises. Verse 2. What if I have the gift of prophecy and I can understand all mysteries and be full of knowledge? What if I that can move mountains? All of this would be meaningless if I do not have love. What if I gave all that I had to feed the poor and even allowed myself to be burned alive? Think about that, Lena. See, look what point he's making. And even allowed myself to be burned alive. It would not matter. And I would not gain anything if I do not have love. Because love is patient and kind. Love is never jealous, boastful, or proud. Now, what we discipleship standpoint, we do some inventory of ourselves to see if we are doing any of these things that we shouldn't be doing, and are we doing all these things that we should be doing? Because love is patient. Are you patient? And kind. Are you kind? Love is never jealous, ever. Love is never boastful or proud. Love is not rude. Are you ever rude? Love is not selfish, easily angered. Are you ever easily angered? Are you ever selfish? Or keeps record of wrongs? So when somebody does something wrong to you and then they apologize, do you let it go? Or do you keep a record of it and bring it up over and over? Because if you do, you don't have love. And what Brother Shaul said, you're only making obnoxious noises. You're not gaining anything if you got any of these and not doing these that are correct. Verse 6, love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with the truth. Rejoice, like, so promote the truth scriptures. There should be rejoicing going on, because finally the real word of Yahuwah is about to hit the earth.
Yes.
Lena, unless a person is immersed into Yahuwah and knows how to read Hebrew and knows how to read Aramaic, they don't have the word of Yahuwah. So,
Yes.
what percentage of the people that speak English in the world, that speak Spanish in the world, that speak Hungarian, German, French, Mandarin, Japanese, Dutch, right? What percentage of them have a translation that has the real word of Yahuwah in it? Zero.
Zero.
Not
And
one.
even the
We keep
people,
proving.
that knows Hebrew, that knows Aramaic, if they don't have Yahuwah in them, they cannot see the true word and the true message,
Can't
because
see
Yahuwah
it.
is not in them.
So we got to rejoice in the truth. Verse 6, verse 7. The third chapter 13 has only got 13 verses. Love always protects. That's why we get so serious about this word. When you contribute to the tsnt.org project, you are part of the protectors. Because what happened, Lena? They didn't protect the word. It's
No.
obvious. My mama, my daddy's on here. But guess what? I say, Daddy, I love you with all I got. You didn't protect the word. Guess what he's going to say to me? Well, my mama and daddy didn't protect the word. And guess what my grandparents would say? My mama and daddy didn't protect the word. Everybody just keep going back to your greats. Nobody protected the word of Yahuwah. How do we get into the shape where we got trash translations everywhere and not one true word of Yahuwah that we've been able to find that does not have Greek pagan influence in it? Not one. Or Judaism in it. Talmud, the people that hate Yahusha. Not one. So we got to look at this definition. We got to personalize that. That's why Yahuwah see, Yahuwah, what do you want me to teach next? He said, teach them about real love, son. Teach them about real love. Look what, is it Lane or Heather? Because you got Lane and Heather. Is it both of y'all or one of y'all? Put your name at the end so we know which one. Started reading the online Abarim last night. Finished it in an hour and a half. Before reading the Bible, I struggled to make it through a chapter. The legit translation is so simple and beautiful. I cried as I read it because it was a breath of fresh air. Thank you, PTT. That's real
Yes.
love.
Yes.
See, if you can get the real words, you can get some real. That's Heather. Sister Heather's in the building. Come on, Daniel. We need to be guardians of the truth. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading, then we're gonna get into it. Okay, so verse 7 of Qaranatiym, 1 Corinthians 13:7. Love always protects. Always. Always trusts. That's a big one, Lena. You see, a lot of people got a problem with trust. They don't trust themselves. That's where it's at, first and foremost. You see, when YAHUAH comes in you and makes his home with you, you know how to trust them. You see, you're not fearful anymore. You go, that feels right to me, and so I trust it. Or you go, that feels wrong to me, I don't trust it. Some of y'all tiptoeing in with Yahuwah, and you got to stop tiptoeing. You in with him or you're not. Guess what? Verse 7, love always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes, Lena. Very hopeful. Always optimistic. Anything is possible with Yahuwah. We can do all things. It always hopes. Guess what? Guess what else? It always perseveres. That means it always wins. It always conquers. Y'all ready? Come on. Verse 8. Verse 8. Everybody's heard this one. This translation is on point, and it's this way everywhere I see. Love never fails. Oh, they got one. They got a part of the scriptures right. Love never fails. That's right. It does not fail. But now we're gonna get into some juice. You ready for some juice?
Let's go. Put your seatbelt on.
Look at that. Matthew said the world needs this message. All right. Get ready, Pamela. Get ready, Pamela. Love never fails. All prophecies will come to an end, and all unknown languages will no longer be spoken. I don't know if y'all know what that means. Think about that, baby. All prophecies will come to an end, and all unknown languages will no longer be spoken. Guess what that means? We're not going to have multiple languages. It's going to be one language. We're going back to one language. Yahuwah is going to take us back to one language. Nobody's going to say they don't understand Spanish, French, Japanese, Mandarin, German, Yugoslavian, Hungarian. Nobody's going to say that. That's going to come to an end. That's what he's saying. All prophecies will come to an end, and all unknown languages will no longer be spoken. All that we currently know will be forgotten. All the stuff you think is important around you is going to be forgotten. Right now, we only know part of what we will know, Lena. Right now, we only know part of what we will know. And our prophecies are not complete. Gosh, no. And our prophecies are not complete. Verse 10. But when perfection comes, anything that is not perfected will disappear and no longer exist. You feeling this, babe?
I'm feeling it. Heavy.
Anything that's not perfected. So Yahuwah is going to burn off all our imperfections. They're going away. And only perfection will remain. Now watch this. When I was a child, y'all heard this part, but listen to this translation. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. I reasoned like a child. And I thought like a child. But when I became an adult, I put away childish things. What is Yahuwah saying to us there? He's saying it's time for us to mature in the word. It's time for you to stop going, well, I don't know. Yes, you do know better now. It's called tsnt.org. You have no more excuse not to become astute in everything Yahuwah has for you. Verse 12. You only got 2 more verses, but they're ripping. I want everybody to pay attention. I'm not going to finish these last 2 verses. We need some fire emojis in the chat before we go in on these last 2. Put some fire emojis in the chat. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Get the algorithm up. You'll see the numbers go up. If you guys participate, we'll save more souls. Put some fire emojis in the chat.
Yes,
Come on, blow it up.
Love. That's part of the love that we're talking about. You need to have love for all those that don't know the word, and you need to share it. Don't be afraid to do that, even when you're in the streets. That's part of the love we need to have for everybody.
Hit that heart button. Hit the like button. Once you do it, just watch them numbers. You're going to see them tick up. Tick, 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 tick. Because the algorithm, all of a sudden YouTube, Facebook, they're going to start talking to people going, hey, something's going on over there. You think Satan wants us to be known? No. So we got to smash up the likes. We got to smash up the fire emojis. All that activity, it rips through the algorithm. Now, wait a minute. Verse 12, since the fire emojis are on point, and Daniel said that I'm on fire through Yahuwah. I can only burn this fire through Yahuwah. I don't know this without him. Lena, are you ready? Because Yahuwah wants to talk specifically to you and our entire family.
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you ready, Luya? Are you ready, Elisa? Here he goes. He's going to talk to you right now. Now we see a reflection of him in the mirror.
Wow.
Now you go get any other translation. They don't got it right. They don't got it right.
Busyness.
Did you hear what he just said? I'm gonna go look at another translation. Before I go on, I want to look at another translation. Because when I translate that right out of the Aramaic, that's what it says. Hold on. I want to see another translation real quick. Yeah. See, another translation says, "For now we see in a mirror dimly." See, that's not the right translation.
Dimly.
Okay. We're going to do that when I'm done talking here. We're going to put them up, all the different ones in here. Lena, watch this. Watch what happens when you get the real word of Yahuwah. It says, now we see a reflection of him in the mirror. So when we look in the mirror, we're seeing a reflection of Yahuwah.
Yes.
Watch this. Now we see a reflection of him in the mirror, but then we will see him face to face. So the reflection that we see in us is him. Imagine what happens when we see him face to face. If all we're doing is seeing a reflection of him now, but we ain't giving ourselves enough credit that we are a reflection of him now. We are where he stores his treasures. He wants to live through us. I don't think everybody's understood that, Lena.
No.
Yahuwah wants to dance through us. He wants to sing through us. He wants to experience nice clothing through us. The enjoyment of good food. He loves it. He's where he's storing his treasures. Come on, Patrice. She said, Yahuwah.
Yahuwah.
Now we see a reflection of him in the mirror, but then we will see him face to face. Now we only know part of what we will know. Then we will completely know all things, just like we have always been fully known by him.
Wow.
Lena, you feel that?
Yeah.
See, then we only know part now. Then we gonna know complete all things completely. But watch what it says. Just like we have always been fully known by him. Do you know what that means, Lena?
Tell me.
That means that our potential, the greatness in us that we are supposed to be, Yahuwah is going to show us how short we played if we don't go to the level that he knows we can go to. He going to show us. He going to say, you always had this greatness in you. You always could do anything. You always could tear down mountains. You always could heal the dead, raise the dead. You always could heal the sick. You always could do it. But did you know? Pamela Linus said, I'm being blown away. I love learning. I'm with you. Imagine when I'm translating this and these words pop on up out of here. And then I go over and look at another translation. I go, now what? Is that any close to getting that power? Hold on. Verse 13. Now, these three things will remain: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these three is love. So everybody knows that part. But the power in all of this entire layout of love, the power, the crazier powers in verse 12. Everybody put up your translation, no matter what it is, of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 12. I want so copy and paste and put what version you're coming from. And let's see how short of the real power of Yahuwah all these Greek translations do. See, we're going to expose the shortage of a power shortage, Lena. You want to talk about a power outage? The Greek translation always leaves you short circuited. So come on, y'all put them in. All right, Elisa, my sister, coming in hot always in the ESV. For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. See, that don't give you no power. What do you mean for now we see in the mirror dimly, but then face to face? That's not specific. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I have been fully. You ain't giving it to me. Okay, Ebony put one up. For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. What does that mean? I mean, what does that mean, Lena? Like if you read that first part that Ebony put up, for now, just that first sentence. For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Who can make sense of that?
No.
Do y'all
And that's
understand
what
you're getting short circuited? Go ahead, Lena.
and that's the one every time like we was talking about this the other day, that I start reading and I have to go back, and it takes me hours just trying to understand one chapter because it's so confusing. The words don't make sense. And I read in the messages that that was happening to people too. So it's not clear. It's like if they don't want to see, like look what Elisa post. It's not clear the messages that are given.
Read it.
Like a glass in obscurity, but then face to face,
Hold
presently.
on. Elisa put up what she put up, Lena. That's from the BLB version.
For presently we see through a glass in obscurity, but then face to face.
Hold
Presently
on.
I know in
Lena, hold on. Now I'm gonna read that. That's the sentence. I'm gonna read true scriptures.
Mhm.
Now we see a reflection of him in the mirror, but then we will see him face to face. Compare that to the first sentence of all these versions.
I
Y'all
don't even know
compare
about
it.
obscurity. Mm-mm.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you where they get this mess from. Watch. I'm gonna wait till I put this. Lena, this is gonna be hilarious. What I'm about to do. This is gonna be hilarious. What I'm about to do. Watch this. All right, here we go. Hold
When you
on.
said Lisa, that was confusing.
All right, here we go. Y'all, I'm telling you, you've been getting a power shortage. The Greek. That's from the Greek is gonna leave you hanging all the time. All right, I'm gonna put this in the chat. King James version. Did y'all put that in there yet?
No, I
Here goes
haven't
the
seen
King
it.
James version. Here go the King James version. For now, we see through a glass, darkly, but then face to face. Do you see where these translations? I keep telling you, Lena, all of them are influenced by King James version.
Yes, just read Blake's at the same time, and I thought you was even reading that.
Where's Blake at? Let's see. Blake. For now, we see through a glass darkly. Okay, go look at the King James and look at the influence. Look at the King James now. Look at the influence. All right, I put the King James up. For now we see through a glass darkly. It don't say nothing like that in the real scriptures. It literally says, when you translate it correctly, now we see a reflection of him. Is that important, Lena?
Yes,
Now we
they're
see a
not telling
reflection of
you in
him.
these ones.
They don't want you to know the power that's really available. Who is him? Who is him? Yahuwah. Now we see a reflection of him, Yahuwah, in the mirror. But then we will see him, Yahuwah, face to face. Now compare that. All right, Deontay put a version up. What is that version? You got to put the version, Deontay. We got to know where that's coming from.
CEB,
Now
he says.
He said what?
CEB.
CEB, got it. Now we see a reflection in the mirror, then we will see face to face. It's just vague. Lisa said, I'm overjoyed that I found this. Yeah, we're giving you the truth. All right, y'all see that power from the truth scriptures? And y'all notice when y'all hit the like button, when y'all hit all of a sudden the numbers are going up. We get more people to know the truth.
Yes. It's needed. It's needed. Absolutely.
That's right. Get rid of them trash, man. True scripture's coming. And y'all can help get it to more people. Now we're at the point where it's coming expeditiously. Now it's at the point, how many people are we going to get it to let it be known how fast? That's it.
Fast.
Come on, Drebu. So this is why you go back to the first verse. What if I could speak all the languages in the world and even speak to the messengers? If I do not have love, I would only be making obnoxious noises. Lena, if we love, what he's saying is, we got to get this truth out to the world. Because it says in verse 10, when perfection comes, anything that is not perfected will disappear and no longer exist. The most valuable perfection is, did you call on the name of Yahuwah? Because if you didn't, all of you, not just the stuff that ain't good, all of you is going to disappear because he's coming to burn all impurities out. Lisa said, I have no idea what it is talking about. You would be sitting there reading that. You go, oh, it sounds cute. Let's listen to the King James again. Chapter 13, verse 12, 1 Corinthians. For now we see through a glass, darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as I also am known. See, this doesn't, how can I'm going to go get, okay, let me see if I can get a literal. I'm going to try to get a literal from King James to literal updated English translation.
It says Sweet PP12, not clear at all. It don't even sound cute. It sounds crazy, at least it says.
It don't sound cute.
That's
it
how
crazy.
I feel when I read it. It's just confusing, like you guys said, confusing, very confusing.
But see, now this is funny because the Living Bible, which is like they try to be as literally up to date as possible, and I be cracking up because sometimes they get the stuff, they get in the game, they're in the realm, but they got the trash pagan names. They go to God and they talk about Christian, all that kind of trash. But look what they say in the Living Bible, the real literal, but they're literally from King James. It says, in the same way, we can see and understand only a little about God now, as if we were peering at his reflection in a poor mirror. But someday we're going to see him in his completeness face to face. Now all that I know is hazy and blurred, but then I will see everything clearly, just as clearly as God sees into my heart right now. So you can tell that the truth is floating around in people. They don't know how to pin it down. You notice that, Lena? It floats around these different translations, but they don't know how to pin it down. You know why? They don't have Yahuwah. If you don't have Yahuwah, you going to keep floating around. You're going to go through your whole life and the truth's gonna be in your face, and you're gonna miss it. Look at that. Drabia, John Melody says, now I can't believe the change. It's it. This truth scripture is coming out to the world. We're gonna promote it all over the world. We're gonna have advertise. Y'all gonna see them pop up. There's gonna be advertisements running. And we're going to have every different angle of making people stop and question. And we want millions of people to hear this truth. Now, what do you think when millions of people have the truth? They got Yahuwah's name in there. There's Yahush's name in there. All the prophets' names that have a witness of who Yahuwah is in there. We're going to have a ripping preface. Wait till y'all see the preface in the, Lena, tell them. Tell them when they see the preface in the true scripture. How you feel about that part, Lena? About the preface that we're creating?
I think I love it because it's showing first where everything is coming from, and is explaining at the same time the truth, the truth that have been hiding and why this project born, like how this project came into life, and showing the names, the correct translation of each name through the whole scriptures, and being able to explain people like a one-on-one class just in that preface. So I can't wait to see that coming into the printing and being able to share and read with everybody, because it's going to put just the basics, just straight out Yahuwah's basics on how everything's supposed to run in the world, because that's what
When y'all, I'm telling you, when y'all see our preface, is gonna make everybody be, y'all gonna be so excited because we're gonna tear stuff up in that preface. So the preface is going to explain the truth, but we're also gonna rip the distorted lies that's went out there. We're going to challenge people through that preface. We're not going to be arguing with people. We're going to put it in print. We're going to put it in video. We're not going to debate with one person. We're going to put the truth and the challenge in print and in video. We're going to put it and in audio. We're going to put it out to the world. It's going to challenge everybody, and they're not going to be able to do anything about it. They're going to just have to sit there and make a big decision to go get it. What did Brian Teague say here? Truthfully, it seems like the translation they gave us was an intentional plot to confuse us instead of direct us in the right direction to bring us closer to Yahuwah the Most High. That's a fact. Now, who would want to do that? Who would want to do that? Who would want to intentionally confuse you? Who's the author of confusion?
Shaitan.
Shaitan. He's the author of confusion. So that's why we're doing what we're doing here today. We're taking it to the next level. So let's talk about kingdom business. Everybody, you heard the True Scriptures version. And now we got to support. Like we got a big push that we're moving. We're working. And that push is at tsnt.org. So everybody just go to tsnt.org. Do something if you want this word to get out through the world. That's what we're here. We're doing the fundraisers because we want to be able to expand even more. So don't be just somebody that hears the word and talks the word. Go ahead and sow into Yahuwah's kingdom at tsnt.org. Let's see if we got some more contributions. Yes, we got more that's come in. Rush Bryant with a contribution. Yamani Thomas with a contribution. Loving it.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for stepping up.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes.
So who else is part of the kingdom? Get to tsnt.org. Now, understanding you've got until April the 15th to get to at least go. All right. Now I'm going to pull up the packages real quick, and then we're going to show you where the Sukkot location is at.
Yes.
But first, I want to show you why it's important that you understand how to be able to get in the game here. Okay. So would you like to spend that personal time with us? It's up to you. I mean, I think it would be cool if we spent a week together. and we hang out by the fireplace at night with marshmallows, and y'all sit around, and a lot of y'all got question after question after question after question, and y'all got me pinned down in a location, and you can just sit there. And this is what happens when we went on Sakut, you know, Lena. When we've had
Yes.
people come with us, what do they do all week, Brother Jay?
Ask
Ding
questions.
ding 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 ding
Ask
ding ding ding
questions.
ding.
And if we look at how we're commanded to walk as our Father Yahu Mashiach walked when he was in the flesh as Yahusha, and he was going to all this feast, and we know that everybody was traveling to go and meet there with the
Wow.
with the disciples. So who are the disciples right now in the world? Who is
Think
really
about that,
bringing the
Lena. You got a
word?
great point there. That's a great point. Everybody was traveling from different. It says there was representatives from every nation gone up
Yes,
to Israel. Israel is not the
it's
quote
not anymore.
holy land anymore, whatever they call it. That's a pagan word anyway. That's not the land Yahuwah's. He's not focused on that land. There's nothing special about that land anymore. As a matter of fact, he's got blood on his hands
Mhm.
because they killed the Savior there. He's bringing down a new Jerusalem. So, Lena, your point being, with people travel like that, what's your point to that, sweetheart?
My point is that once you get to the point to the pack that is the gold pack and above, that you have that opportunity to have the first right to participate in this sakud. Made yourself all the way to get there, because it's that time. Who else in the world is bringing the true word of Yahuwah? Like, who we are seeing these scriptures there. So who that is actually followers of Yahuwah right now have the true word? Is there's no other scripture right now out there, and by that time the whole Brit will be done, and
Mm.
we will be in the process of translating the Tanakh.
We'll be
So
deep in. We'll be deep into it by
we'll
then.
be already deep in it. We will be in the course of finishing, actually. So I think it's very important. It's a very, very big call for everybody to make yourself um, to that priority, because just being around other Jehuans and
Mm.
sharing all this, and as we was commanded, you go to all these feasts where all the leaders were at that point. Well, the leader is in Colombia, so
That's a good
that's
point.
how I
So you
see
got
it.
the gold package. You can accumulate your way there. You know what? Some people have started out, they've done the $1,000 contribution, they locked in gold. Then we're going to send an announcement out soon to the database that if you're gold or higher, you have first right of opportunity to participate in our limited space in person to promote the true Sakut. All right. What's the dates of that, Lena? We're going to be doing that. Let's make sure that everybody understands. So while
We're
Lena's
going.
getting the dates, everybody know you can do 100 here, you can do 300 there, and you can accumulate between now and April the 15th. We extended from the 31st of pagan month March to the pagan month called April 15th to get to 1,000. Now you're going to get all those benefits, and you're going to, so all the swags come in there. But what I love about this, Lena, is that everybody will have in their hand the hardcover limited edition, professionally stamped. You'll be bringing that with you to Colombia, and we'll all be sharing that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be so amazing, right? This is
Yeah.
incredible. But when's the date's going to be, Lena?
It's gonna be September 17. Will be the arriving day at the airport in Colombia, Cali, the airport in Cali, Colombia, and the date of leave departure will be September 26th.
So you
And
arrive on September the
16, 17.
You arrive in Cali, Colombia. We'll have transportation there for you, bus, vans, whatnot. Brian T, thank you so much, man, for that
Thank you,
beautiful,
Brian.
beautiful contribution, Brian. We love you, brother. So,
Thank you.
yes, Kmart, all levels. You got till April the 15th to get to bronze or higher, bronze, silver, gold. Now, if you happen to want to do Sakut with us, I'm going to show you where it's going to be. Ready, set, let's go.
Woo!
I'm putting this up. Let's go, Lena. Do we have that up? Let me make sure it went up. There you go. All right. Lena, make our son go handle stuff. We got to get focused here real quick. All right. So that's the beautiful location. As you can see there's some beautiful tents right there overlooking this beautiful lake. You got a couple swimming pools. They've got bar areas there, beautiful music playing. And we're going to show you a little video here too, Lena. Anything you want to say about this picture here,
Yes.
Lena, before I click to the next one?
Yeah, this is a beautiful place here near to Cali, Colombia, and is very, very, very exclusive. And what I appreciate of all this is, they have created this facility with all the needs that you can need in when you're camping. So you have your restrooms on the side, you have food, like kind of like if you see right there those little houses, the square, other than the tents, there are like different places where you can buy different kind of food. There's restaurants in the bottom. You can rent activities to do in the lake, and there's the three different pools. They do live music too during the weekend. The kids pools by itself. So, and the nature, you are in the middle of the nature. So this is not like a big city where it's at. It's actually in the mountains. So I appreciate that they developed this, because this is not, and it's actually is not normal in the country. So this is a very exclusive place, and
Now, what are we
they
looking
have,
at here, Lena? So you got different versions. You got the regular tents,
yes,
but we're also going to have holds. And so we're working out special pricing now. So what do you got to do? You got to get the gold. Then you have to pay. You're going to have to pay for your flight to get to Colombia, and you'll pay for your accommodations. We're taking care of the food. You take care of the rest of this, but you're not going to believe the inexpensive pricing that it costs. But this is called,
yeah.
what is it, glamping? What's this,
So
Lena?
this is a glamping. So in the other picture, you guys saw tents, and those tents are provided by them. Instead of those regular tents, there are a mattress in the floor with the electric cords and everything there. This one is a glamping, and you have an air conditioner in it, and then you have just one bed with two little tables on the sides,
But that
and
but that bed, you can put two or three people in that bed.
you can put 2 3 people in the bed, and also we can provide to put mattresses in the floor, like for a family, like if they want to be with 2 3 kids, they can do that there, or like, mom or something. It can work for 4 to 5 people in this.
Okay,
So they
so what,
build
Lena?
this of steel
So Lena,
with
that's built out of
glass.
steel. Let me make sure the sleeping stuff is straight, honey. So
Yes.
underneath that bed, there's two layout mattresses. So we went there and we personally stayed there in that, it might be that exact one, with my dad,
Yes.
just because we were scouting out where we're going to be. So we went there.
Hmm.
We stayed there. That's got air conditioning inside. It's unbelievable. Underneath
Yes.
that bed, there's two mats that you pull out. And so me and my dad slept in the bed, and then Kai had his own mat, and Lena decided she gave my dad the bed or whatever. She wanted to do that. And so and Lena slept on the mat. All right. And
Yes.
so that's made of steel, Lena. Now, on the back sides, what do we have there, Lena? And then what's that in the front left-hand corner, Lena?
Yeah, so it's made of steel and it's covered with glass, and it have a curtain that during the day you can pull it to cover from the sun, but at nighttime you can all move it to the complete back, and you're able to see the stars, the moon, everything is beautiful, and you have a jacuzzi here. So if you see, it's kind of like a square with this poles on the side. That's like your own area, and you have on both sides. You have outside, you have a restroom, and you have a little kitchenette. So
And
it's really
you'll see
pretty.
that in the video next. All right.
Yes.
So let's talk. And then later, somebody ask you about the price and whatnot. So y'all gonna be blown away because Lena, I don't know if you got the price nailed down on what it would cost per night to have, but what would be the most you would just estimate, Lena? And this could go up or down. What do you think the
I
most somebody would pay a night for one of these on
No, I
average?
really need to. I think I need, because I'm working on this with the managers of this place to get all the information about pricing and be able to get the best. You guys have heard me, and I always make deals and work
They
things
don't
out.
work
But
in deals, y'all. Maybe we
yes,
can give them an idea in the 6 o'clock session. Maybe you can just kind
yes,
of. I just want to give them the, like what I would say would be the worst case, but you ain't gonna believe how inexpensive it is. Y'all not going to
yes,
believe it. It's unbelievable. Okay, so you got your
yes,
jacuzzi there, and then over on the right, they're not showing it there. There's another sitting area, a table where you can sit down and
yes.
eat your meals, hang out, and whatnot.
And
All
in
right.
front and outside, right there in front of there, like outside of the kind of like of that little entrance there, you have in the grass, you have a space where you can uh, do your own, how do you call fogata? Like your fireplace.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
build
you
your
can
own
build your
little
own.
pit fire. So right in front of that, you
Yes,
build your pit fire. We roasted marshmallows there, all that kind of good stuff. Lena, should we show them the video? What do you think? Hey,
let's
my
do
dad went.
it.
Look, my dad just put a comment. He said it is off the hook, beautiful, beautiful. Everyone will love it. I've been there. It's awesome. It's like being in the bed. That's right. I think we're bringing my dad back down here too for that. So
Yes,
y'all can get to hang
you're
out with
coming,
pops
Daddy.
down here
Get
too.
ready.
Daddy, get
Get
ready.
ready
My
for
dad's
fall.
gonna be here, so y'all can hang out with my pops too.
Everybody, make sure you get your passports. Um, Update or renewal, or getting, if you don't have a passport, your kids don't have passport, everybody needs a passport to get in any country, so make sure
All
you can
right,
have that.
so those glampings, they've got X amount of those. Those are limited, and then of course these tents, they don't have bathrooms, but they have a facility that's just gorgeous and clean. They've got about 10 different shower stalls, 10 different bathroom stalls, women's and men's separate. It is beautiful. You're gonna love it. How many of y'all would like? Sakut is Sakut. How many of y'all would like to see the little promotional video the team put together? This ain't our professional version. They just slapped this together today to give y'all an idea. Put something in the chat if you'd like to see the little promotional video to get a little bit better idea. What y'all want to see it? Would y'all like to see a promotional video? What do you think, man? Should we show them that?
Yes, let's do it,
Put some
let's do
fire
it.
emojis in the chat. Put some fire emojis in the chat. We're going to show that. Put some fire emojis in the chat. Then you can see the promo video. Let's go for it, y'all. I'm getting it dialed up right now. I'm anticipating we're going to have some fire emojis. All right. That's it. And listen, all y'all that are, you talk about fixed income or whatever, you got to get to unlimited in your thought, right? Yahuwah gives seed to the sower. He can bless you in mighty way. You don't know if somebody's going to help contribute you your way there. You don't know. But if you limit yourself, you for sure not going to be able to do the greater things. You remember what Yahuwah said in the scriptures. Then you're going to know in full as you were always fully known. You always got unlimited in you. Always. You always can do all things. So don't short yourself. All right, Lena. I got enough fire emojis. I need at least 10 fire. Oh, yeah, we got over 10
Woo,
fire
let's
emojis in here.
go.
All right. I'm going to show this video. Probably going to show it twice because it's pretty cool. It's about a minute. You ready, Lena? On your mark, get set. What y'all
What do
think?
y'all
Y'all gotta talk to me.
think?
Hold on. Y'all gotta talk to us. Y'all gotta talk. What y'all think? I'm gonna show it one more time. I'm gonna show y'all put some fire emojis in the chat if y'all like that. The team just threw that together today. All right, they just threw that together today and thought
Yes.
that would be cool for y'all to see that that this is a coup. Everybody, we come together, right? Is that awesome or
Yes.
what? Let me show it one more time. Let me show it one more time. Ready? It's only
I
1 minute.
love
Let's
it.
show it one more time. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Horseback ride. I know I'm doing that.
Yeah. You know the kids when I wanted to jump from there.
Oh man. Think about it. Think about it. All right, y'all. Y'all know
Yes.
what's happening. Y'all know what's
And
happening.
I don't know if you all saw this, but the shower, there's no roof in the shower,
Mm-mm.
so you're pretty much taking the shower with nature
Taking your
there.
shower
So
in a private outdoor area. There's no roof. So it's beautiful. Sometimes when it rains, it's the rain's coming down to you while you're showering. It's nice and warm. I mean, it's just incredible.
yes, it's beautiful.
Look, show it one more time.
Yeah, it's for real a paradise. It's beautiful. The lake is beautiful. A lot of activities to do around. And those are just the activities that we can do right there in that place. But we are coordinated to do different things too. They have a movie theater on site. It's a
Yes.
picnic movie theater. So that's also really good. They have kids' movies and also like more adults kind of different times depending of kids of adults and different activities, and we can coordinate a lot of things. That's what we're working with the team now to get all this line up, but we wanted to just give you a peek
You
for
know, and
everybody
Donna just
to the
said something.
taste.
What did I tell you when I was there? Because me and Lena have been to Maui multiple times. And I told
It
Lena when we
feels
were there, and my dad, I said, I feel like I'm in Maui. The weather felt just like we were in Maui. The weather felt
yeah,
just like it, a nice little breeze coming through, and just being just, man, it was just incredible. Like, and being able to spend
yes,
that time with our dad there, and we've got people that we've been able to communicate there that they all about supporting what we want to do there. And so, if you guys want to get there, guess what? You got to get to the gold package. Here it is again.
yes,
Takes 1,000 to get to gold, and then we're going to reach out to all the gold, say who wants to go, and then you got the first right of opportunity to be able to go. Again, that's up to you. You can accumulate your way there. You got all the way. You got 1 month from today. You got 1 month to get all the way to go. Believe Yahuwah. Believe
Yes.
Yahuwah. Like, don't cut
Yes.
Yahuwah
Everything is
short.
possible.
If y'all get to spend an entire week plus, I mean, and I'm telling you right now, and being able to ask me anything you want to ask me, and we just sit down. You're doing different things. We're doing different things. Some of us doing things together during the days or whatever. But usually during the evenings, we just kind of come around and we powwow, for at least an hour or two. And it's
Yep.
unbelievable. It's
Yes, and
unbelievable.
at least that you're asking was the temperature there in pagan September 20 all year round is not less than 70 um um how do you
It's
call
like
it there,
75,
Fahrenheit?
right?
75 Fahrenheit to 85, but normally it's like very chill in the morning and chill in the afternoon, and it's sunny
I
during the
mean,
day.
chill in the evening. Chill in the evening. It's like
In
it's
the
like a
evening,
little
I'm sorry.
cool chill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just need very like light, very light sweater.
Yeah.
Very, it's
Bring a
very,
little
it's very
light for
cool.
the evening for the first thing in the morning, but most of the time, I mean, I walk around all through the night. I get up, go to the bathroom at night, middle of the night, shorts, short sleeve. It didn't bother me at all. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and
So,
we will create a full. So we will have all the details once the campaign is
yes.
over, and send an email with all the details with pricing. And once everybody get that locked in and get all the confirmation, then we're going to give you an email with everything you need to bring, what are the temperatures during the day, during the night, and give you recommendations for all that and all
Yep.
the activities that we will have.
And Matt, we provide the food. All right. So you pay for your plane flight, your accommodations, and the accommodations are going to literally blow you. It's just not that expensive at all. All right. And then, but we have your food will be taken care of by Promote the Truth. And so that's going, and we're probably, like you said, we're going to probably hire a cook. We're going to do something special for that to make sure that everybody's taken care of. And we always eat great. So y'all
Yeah.
gonna love the food. And guess what? It'd be real food. And you're not
Yeah.
gonna find no mess here. You're not gonna have no crazy pork and shrimp and all that kind of crap. So you're gonna have real food here that Yahuwah approves. And so, Lena, we all up in this telethon. So let's talk about that
Yes.
today. Like the purpose of today is kingdom business. We're here to raise. If you are here, we're asking you to contribute. If you watch this replay, we're asking you to go to tsnt.org, be a part of the movement. That's very simple. tsnt.org. We're showing you over and over how important this is. TSNT stands for Truth, Scriptures, New Testament. That's the Barit Hadash. TSNT.org. You go there, you just simply you choose. You can pick a pack right away. Brother Lewis Cotton, Luya, he just gave a contribution. And so you just
Thank
go in
you,
and
Luya.
you can just pick a pack. You can pick a bronze, silver, gold, even diamond pack. It's that simple. You just pick your pack. Or you see at the bottom it says custom amount. So you pick the custom amount and then you're locked and loaded. All right. Yeah, and
And
Daniel, we're gonna have
you
some of
will
that
have
good
blackberry
blackberry
juice.
juice, baby.
You're gonna have blackberry juice, mango juice, lulo juice,
Yeah, you got Lulu, you
strawberry,
got mango, you got strawberry juice,
guava.
strawberry mango, guava.
Yeah, there's a
The
lot of
best
fruits.
lemonade on earth. It's all fresh every day. They don't go get nothing out of no machines. Everything is made fresh. So we're beautiful. Hey,
Yes.
listen, what we're gonna wrap this session up with before we get to our 6 o'clock session? What we're gonna wrap it up with? What we're gonna go in with?
What we get in, what we get in.
I got all kind of goodies. You know me. When it
I
comes to
know
the
you
scripture,
got some good goodies. I know
hey,
we
when it
got
comes to
some
the
good
scripture,
goodies.
I think it's important that people understand seed to the sower. Because most people literally, okay, I'm gonna go back and read that. I'm gonna read the verse again. in First Qaranatiym 13, verse 12, the second part. Then, okay, now we only know part of what we will know.
Mhm.
And that's how most people keep operating. Only in partly what's available to them, the partly blessings. Then we will be completely known. Then we will completely know all things, just like we have always been fully known by him, by Yahuwah. Yahuwah has always known us. And that part of known really has to do with your potential. You're going to see what you could have done versus what you did. That one of your biggest missions on earth that's going to determine the amount of crowns, the amount of treasures that you're storing up. When it says store up your treasures in heaven, that's to fulfill, to maximize your potential. That's what that's talking about. You got to maximize you. What would you be like at your fullest potential? Are you getting everything out of you that you can get? And what I found is that most people don't get it out because what Yahushua said when he walked on the earth. Oh, ye of little faith. Well, who was he saying, oh, ye of little faith to? Primarily the believers. You know, it was the people that were following him around that he was saying that over and over to. So these were people that were going to have eternal life.
Yeah.
And he was saying, you have little faith. Like you can have it all, but you keep playing low. And so I want y'all to think about, are you maximizing your potential? Because Yahuwah says, I'm going to give seed to the sower. So that faith, like, what do you do with your money? Like, where do you sow it first? Do you sow it in the bills? Do you sow it in the groceries? Do you sow it in the rent, to car payments, to mortgages? When you get your money first, what do you do with your money first? Well, you should be doing the practice of first fruits. So when you get some money, the first portion of that money you should assign to Yahuwah. Now, Promote the Truth is a place where you can sow because you see the work we're doing. But this ain't the only place you can sow. But you do not sow it unless it's sown to advance the kingdom. So generic sowing of, oh, I helped somebody on the street, I gave them something. That don't do nothing for the kingdom. Nothing. Yahuwah wants you to sow into the kingdom. So when I'm going to give it, and like Sister Sherry, I don't know if I got that. When the Sister Sherry, when she sows, she went out and created these cards. What's those cards at, Lena? We got some
Yes.
cards. All right, here you go. 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 I think this is it. Yeah, right here. I'm gonna show you. This is Sister Sherry Harris. So when Sister Sherry does sowing into the kingdom, as you can see here, she will put, Sherry, how much money do you put in them at times? Is it like sporadic, Sherry? But what's your range of money you put in that envelope and give to somebody, Sherry?
Yeah. I know she also was putting, remember, she told us about, let's wait until she tell us the amount, but where she placed this, she gave her tips inside of here in restaurants. She also randomly go and place these cards with money inside in grocery stores, um, like in different kind of foods between $5 and $100. That's
So
how
Sherry puts between
Sherry.
5 and 100 in there.
Yeah, and she just randomly give it in the streets, give it in groceries. She places it like in diapers or in food, kind of like hide. That way, when people get home or when they buy, they found that there as a gift, and she's also witnessing to people.
Sherry,
That's
did you send
amazing.
that file? Did Sherry send that file to us yet?
Yeah, we're working on that.
No, because we can take that file also and stick it up in the Telegram group. Would that be a problem? The PDF of that or no?
And no, it will not be an issue. We can do that. I need to. Um, figure out that part, how to bend it and all that.
Okay. How many of y'all would like to have access to these witnessing? What do you call these? Witnessing envelopes from Sister Sherry.
With
Let's
yes,
put that up in the
envelopes.
Telegram group. I mean, but if you just put it, if we just put that in there, Lena, what's the problem if we put it in the Telegram?
Yeah, I need to check the file.
Check the file, and then hopefully by the time we get to the next session, we'll be able to tell y'all we're gonna put that out on the Telegram. You see, and I just think it's cool because look what it says: given with love in the name of Yahuwah. Do you direct them somewhere, Sherry, in this card? Because you got to direct them somewhere. I want to make sure that's part of the card, though.
Yes, in the
So,
back of the card is the promotetruth.com.
all right. Another thing you would do is put the namevideo.com. You could put the namevideo.com. It'll take them straight to the name video. And in the name video, in the description, we got all the links to all the sites and all the social media on that description of the name video. But well, I'm telling y'all, that's a way to sow, right? Now, we have a hot subject going on right now. There's no word in the world. There's none in the English versions that we've been able to find. There's none that has got an accurate translation. Everyone that we've been able to find is skewed by the Greek or organized religion, Christianity, Catholic Church, is skewed by that to keep people away from the truth. Satan has used all these different denominations. All denominations just another part of Satan's tentacles. Baptist, Methodist, Catholic, Lutheran, every one of them are part of Satan's tentacles. I hate to tell y'all that happens to listen to this, but you are in a Circe. Church comes from the Greek word Circe. Circe became Kirk, which became church. That's the etymology of that word. The word church origins to the word Circe, the Greek goddess. Okay, so Circe stands for sorcery, seance, or circus. And that's what happens inside those buildings. It's a circus. And it's sorcery. You don't realize it's a seance. You're being put under a spell. You walk in a building that has crosses up. And those crosses are reflections of Tammuz, Nimrod's son. Nimrod was the pagan of pagans and he thought just like Satan. He thought he was a mighty one. He thought he was just as good or greater than Yahuwah. I see Deontay in the building. Is he showing up late? Or is he?
No, this is 3 o'clock.
Our time, right? No, he
was ready. He said he was ready. So.
Oh, okay. Let's get Deontay in here. All right, so you got to come out of them Circes, y'all. I hate to tell y'all. Deontay, let's get Deontay in here.
Can you hear me?
Deontay Warren, what's going on, brother Deontay? We hear you.
Shalom, everybody.
Shalom. How you feeling, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
So tell us about, how did you find out about Promote the Truth, first and foremost?
Man, that's a story behind that, because when I was a so-called Christian, quote unquote, I was like, man, I really want to know his name. Like, my spirit was just sitting well with God. I'm like, he has to have a name. And then when I was reading the Lord's Prayer, I was like, hollow. What do hollow? I'm like, what's hollow? And then I looked it up. It said holy. And then when I read that, I said, yeah, something ain't right here. And so I said, Father, I really want to know your name. Tell me your name. And sure below, I found Promote the Truth. I found the name video, just looking for his name. I was going hard finding the name.
So
That's
hallowed be
awesome.
thy name. That made you go, well, what is his name?
Yeah, cause I was a kid. I'm like, I mean, I always was like one of those like I grew up in the church, so I was like I could never get into the Bible. I just couldn't. My spirit would just not allow it. It just even when I got older, I'm like something ain't right here. Like, and I said, you know what? Maybe it's something I'm missing. I'm like, and then I read John chapter 5:43. I'm like he has. Well, I'm like you can't find God or Lord Jesus or what was during the time to God. I'm like something is not right in this picture. I said, if I'm the only one, then you go ask pastors. Pastors don't know the answer. I'm like, you know what? This is a spiritual problem. So I need to go to the
Mm,
Father.
I love
Wow,
that.
that's
Lena, any
beautiful.
questions
I
you
love.
got for Deontay, Lena? Any questions?
Yes. So Deontay, you reached the pack level bronze before December the 31st, the pagan month December, and I heard that you received the pack already. So
Mm,
we'd love to hear what you think, how it motivated you first to get the pack, and how you feel once you receive it.
Well, Daniel helped me get the pack. Everybody know him, Kingdom Business. He helped me get the pack. So without him, I would not have a pack. So I'm forever grateful to him. So I will never ever. I will always remember him for doing that for me. And when I got that hat, I'm a baseball cap type of dude. I'm like, man, I could wear that to the gym. People like, what's that? And I'm like, oh, you didn't open up the floodgates. Now I can tell you who is. So and I witness to people all the time. I be on Facebook. I drop the name video. Every time I go look at the name video, the views just keep going up. Everywhere I go, I just drop the name video. If I'm at a restaurant doing Grubhub or DoorDash, and they be like, "What's that you watching?" Oh, here's a name video. So I
That's
don't have the
great.
tools like Sherry do, but I'm more of I'm more of talking to people and then tell them about Yahuwah, the name, and it's up to them to choose him. I can just lead them to the water. I can't make you drink the water. But finding Yahuwah was the best thing I ever did in my life. That's just me.
How you felt looking at the T-shirt and seeing your name in the back of the T-shirt?
Man, when I saw that, I was like, I got my name on something that it was just it was like mind blowing to me. I'm like, I really wanted my name on the back of that shirt because like when I first found y'all, and I was there when I first started following y'all. Y'all was like a 25, I think 25K. Now I think y'all at 30. I mean not 30. Y'all at 70, 73K, pushing 70K or 73K now.
Yep,
So I'm like, man,
73.
I was there from the very, very like almost in the very, very beginning. So it's good to have my name on the back of that. So when people ask, they're like, "Who is that?" So I'm Deontay Warren on the back of the shirt. When somebody see that,
Hey, I'm Deontay Warren back there. I love that. Hey, he was talking about that hat. Let's show a quick picture of this hat because Amber sent this over from hers. Y'all look at that hat. I mean, that's a rocking hat, Deontay. What do you think? Go to the gym in that? I mean, man,
man, go to the gym, people work like I'm gonna end up buying some more hats, but that right there, that hat, I'll be working out in it. Somebody, what's promote the truth? I'm like, see, you just open up the floodgates, and now I got a witness to you.
that is a beautiful design. I'm so proud of Lena and the team putting that together. But y'all, this is what comes in those packages. So we love the fact that Deontay brought that up. But it really stood out, Lena, when Deontay was talking about that name on the back. So that makes my you got your name. It's kind of like in the record. I believe that these names on the back of them shirts, these are the people that's going to be on the roll call in eternity. So I'm proud of you for that, Deontay. What's the message you was? How old are you, Deontay? By the way, how old are you?
I'm 28. I'll be 29 in June.
All
Pagan
right.
month June.
So are you considered a millennial?
I think I'm 1995. Yeah, I think I'm
Uh,
millennial. Yeah,
you in that millennial Gen? I don't know what they call it. All these Gen. This. Okay.
I don't know.
What mess? What message do you have for people that are in their 20s when it comes to the name of Yahuwah and the truth?
Well, this is a quote I made up. And a lot of people like it. I said, you don't have to be like the world to fit in. Just be set apart.
Ooh, you don't have to be like the world and fit in. Be set apart. That rings big time. Lynn, you got anything else for Brother Deontay? Because Deontay, you've been in the trenches with us. We've seen you on one live after the next. And I want to let you know personally from me, we really appreciate that. Lynn, anything else you want to ask Brother Deontay? Blessing us being here.
No, Deante, I think you have been putting the time, you've been putting that faith into Yahuwah, that work you've been talking. Have you felt any change in your life since the moment that you find Yahuwah and you start doing the things that promote the truth is teaching you about Yahuwah?
Yeah, my life was I went to jail like defending my mom, so my life was stagnant, and that's
Wow.
one of the reasons why I wanted to go find a father. So I was like, man, I'm like, my life is stagnant. Like, what's going on? I'm like, it got to be something spiritual. So I found Yahuwah. My life started going literally back up the hill. I'm like, man, I'm getting favor now. Like, this got to be favor. Like, I'm going back to school. The school I'm going to is for computers. It's at nighttime. It don't interfere with the Shabbat. I'm like, man, this is like everything is going in my favor now. And I thank Yahuwah. When I pray for my food, when I get oil, anything, I just think the first thing I do is thank the Father.
Hallelujah.
I could be just getting a drink of water. I thank the Father.
I love that.
It's just without him, I'm nothing, and I know that.
Okay, now
Hallelujah,
this is a big
hallelujah.
question. So everybody that supports the TSNT, they're supporting the whole platform and allows us to be able to bring these messages and get more content out there. How has Promote the Truth, our teachings, how has it personally helped you? Could you explain to people that are listening now how it's helped you and the support that they give that contributes to that?
Man, Jay goes in. They everybody behind the PPT promote the true family. Or I said that right. I think I said that wrong, but everybody does a great job of breaking everything down. Like I read Titus when he broke down Titus. That right. See, I was blind already when I was reading that. That goes back to Second Corinthians. But I was blind when I was in the world. Jay kind of opened that door for us to understand everything, and I didn't realize how lost we were. So
Wow.
I'm trying to save money right now to put in. I want to put in more. I've been trying to, but now that I've been praying more and trying to sow a seed now, is everything is starting to go in my favor. So it is
Yes, sir.
very, very important that we get this word out because people really, if Titus was that crazy, I'm pretty sure he got other stuff that he ain't ran into that sounds very, very off the wall crazy. So
That's,
Yes.
that's it. Any final words you want to give us, Brother Deontay or lady? You got anything final for Brother Deontay before we let him get out of here?
No, Deante, what are your
I,
final words for all the community and for those that have never found Yahuwah and they probably just laying in this life?
I like that. Thousands of people about to hear what you gonna say. So, Brother Deontay, speak to the world. What's on your heart?
this is what my spirit keeps saying. I know everybody was just like me was lost. Find Yahuwah and just be set apart. Don't in between. Just be set apart. Be yourself with Yahuwah, and Yahuwah will make you fit in His kingdom. Just be set apart.
Hallelujah. Yahuwah will make you fit into
Hallelujah,
his
Deante.
kingdom. That's some fire coming. Y'all put some fire emojis in the chat. Give a shout out to Brother Deontay. Thank you for being here with us. You
Shalom,
blessed us
shalom.
today, Brother Deontay. We appreciate you. Love you in the name of Yahuwah. Keep doing it. Keep rising,
I
young
love
man.
y'all too.
Yes, love
We
you,
love you.
Deante.
Shalom,
That's
shalom.
awesome.
Shalom.
Is that awesome or what, Lena?
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I think every time we bring somebody here on the live, we learn because everybody have their past. We all was deceived. There's no one right now standing alive that can say I knew about Yahuwah, you know, from my great grandparents. We all have been deceived the same way Masha grew up not knowing the name of Yahuwah, and we
Yes.
cannot hit ourselves or get down because of that, but get encouraged that with this kind of testimonials, we're able to bring more people and listening to the past of everybody. We all have different stories. We all have different tribes and tribulations that we have to go through, and that those stories help us to go, to keep moving, to keep pushing the word of Yahuwah. Because every time you have heard anyone talking here, you see that their life changed immediately after they received Yahuwah and they repent. So if you haven't received Yahuwah and if you haven't repent, it's time for you to do it, because there's too many people doing it and talking to you now, telling you they did it and their life was immediately changed. We're not going to tell you you're not going to go to more tribes and tribulations, because Shaul just told us about them. But Yahuwah is not going to forsake you. He's going to give you his love. And that's what we put into this life. This is why we put this time, the energy. We had a lot of things to do, but we know it's important for us to come here with you all and be able to spend this time, because we have to not just move this project along, but we have to keep moving the community with all the teachings and on the learnings that we are having while we're translating the project.
That was just a fire share from Brother
It
Deontay.
was.
And Lena, I want to thank you, for the commitment you have every day. A lot of people don't know that, Lena, how much time, effort, energy she puts in working with the team to make sure you guys have the best content out there to be able to grow you spiritually with Yahuwah. And so I know you got a passion for Yahuwah from the first time you heard his name. And, I know Yahuwah is proud of you, man. I know he is. We're gonna keep growing, man. We're gonna keep rising up. I can't wait, because this next final session at 6 p.m. Eastern, I promise y'all, it's gonna be blazing. So y'all know when I go in, right? All right, this will be a go in session. All right. So y'all got to put
Yeah.
20 million. Y'all need to get as many seatbelts as you can for the 6 p.m. because I'm going to open up a new True Scriptures. I'm going to show you nonsense that's been passed down. I'm going to expose some gross lies, and I'm going to give you the truth of Yahuwah. And it's going to literally blow you away. You're going to grow. You see, if you want more out of Yahuwah, you got to become more in Yahuwah. See, I'm going to say it again. If you want more out of Yahuwah, you got to become more in Yahuwah. So you got to learn the truth. And you got to promote the truth. You got to support the truth. So we are on a Operation Spread 2, Session 2 telethon. And all we are asking is that if you love the kid, we're literally taking time out. I got to be translating like crazy, but we know it's important to come to the community and go, hey, we're here, give y'all insights to the higher level stuff. And at the same time, we handle kingdom business. We go, all right, we're doing a raise, and we got people that are on the call that see it. So I want to give a big shout out to Brother Luya with the contribution. He understands the assignment. Sister Tiffany with 2 more contributions. Brother Daniel with another contribution. Sister Elisa with another contribution. And then our incredible Sister Sharon Alexander came in with the $500 contribution, Lena.
Thank you.
So Sharon understood the assignment and always has. Like, we got some faithfuls here. So I'm going to end with this in this session, because we talked about the 144 yesterday. We talked
Yes.
about the 144 yesterday. And we talked about in Hazun Revelation 14, verse 5, where it talked about, and in their mouth was found no falsehood, for they are blameless before the throne of Yahuwah. Okay. In order to have no falsehood in your mouth, you can't be quoting scriptures that are loaded with errors. So you're getting a default in away from Yahuwah. You will not be one of the 144. You will not be one of the 144,000 if you've got falsehood in your mouth. And so let me read something here as we finish out this session with some fire, Lena. You want me to go in, baby?
Finish with fire. Let's go in. Finish with some fire.
And there came Hazun, 12, Revelation 12:7. And there came to be fighting in the heaven. And Michael, son named Michael, the great warrior of Yahuwah, the great messenger. And there came to be fighting, and Michael and his messengers fought against the dragon, Satan. And the dragon and his messengers fought back. Verse 8. But they were not strong enough, nor was a place found for them in the heavens any longer, Lena. Woo! Okay, so Satan and his messengers said, we coming at you. Let me grab that. Let me get y'all some Hebrew, some Abari. You better put your seatbelts on for this close. Yahuwah just gave me a word. I don't never know when it's going to come, but here it is. All right, I'm about to put it in the chat. Michael's real name. How many of y'all want the art messenger? Michael.
Yes.
Mikal is his name. Mikal. How many of y'all want the Hebrew of that? You want it? All right, here we go. I'm going to put it in.
And this is important, no? When you do this, not only you put in this translation of these names, but it's important that we clean our tongues, that we clean our mouth. We have to make sure we said the words, the right words, because Yahuwah wants us to be clean.
Here it is. And then, guess what? His name is a witness, Lena. I'm going to give you his witness name. I'm going to give you, most people don't know that the arch messenger, Mikal, and Gabriel, they got witnesses in their name. Y'all ready for this? Bam. Mikal, who is like Yahuwah? That's his name.
Blake, you get it right.
Come on, Blake. Blake been studying with us. Who is like Yahuwah? Who is like Yahuwah? That's Mikal. So Mikal went and fought with the great dragon, Satan. And Mikal and his messengers went up against Mikal and his messengers. And in verse 8 of Revelation 12, verse 8, it says, but the dragon, Satan and his messengers were not strong enough, nor was there any place found for them to remain in heaven any longer. Verse 9 is what's important for us today. And the great dragon was thrown out of heaven. That serpent of old, called the devil and Satan, who leads the entire world astray, deceives the entire world. He was thrown to the earth. Not only was he thrown out, Lena, it says he was thrown to the earth. And his messengers were thrown out with him.
A lot.
So we got a conundrum, because this is also a prophecy. Because it says that he goes about and he leads the entire world astray. He deceives the entire world. So now when we read Revelation 14, verse 5, and in their mouth was found no falsehood, for they are blameless before the throne of Yahuwah. See, Yahuwah knows there's going to be, as Deontay said, a set apart people that go look for him with all they got. Yahuwah seen the whole battle go down in heaven. He didn't have to do nothing. He said, Michael, handle that. Mikal, handle that. And then they said, well, Yahuwah, where you want us to throw him at? We done whoop their tails. Where you want us to throw them? Throw them to the earth. For real? We know Yahuwah, you gonna create man and woman down there. It's like, you sure you want us to throw them there? Throw them down there. With man and woman. Yeah. I'm gonna prove something to him. Imagine Yahuwah. It's gotta be his thought process. I'm gonna prove something to him. He's accusing me of saying that I make people love me. I'm going to create an entire new being in my image, Yahuwah says. And I'm going to give him everything like I gave him. But he didn't appreciate it, and he wanted to overthrow me. I'm going to create a whole new being and call them human beings. The beings I'm going to create are called humans. Humans. Wait till I go in on that message one day, Lena. What does human mean? Woo. I'm going to create some humans. You going to throw Satan down there with the humans? Yeah. And these humans, they're going to worship me. They're going to take his place. Oh my goodness, Yahuwah. You're going to throw them together, and he's going to know that the humans took his place. That he used to be the worshiper, now they're the worshipers. He going to hate them. Yep. He going to hate them. Well, can he kill them, Yahuwah? Nope. Not unless I give permission. But can he mess with them? Yep. How much? To the max. Why are you doing that, Yahuwah? Because it's going to prove who really loves me. Because now he ain't going to have an excuse for when I throw him into the eternal pit. Because I'm going to sort through an amount of people that are going to prove that they love me. That they choose to love me even though they go through heck and high water. He had it all. He didn't have to lift a finger to be able to be blessed by me. Now, I'm going to let him test man and woman. I know they're going to fail several tests. And that's going to be the perfect setup. Because now there's no excuse when this minuscule amount of people get through that test. They're going to stand with me on the mountain. How many is going to get through, Yahuwah? About 144,000. And we're going to look at him from the mountain, thus says Yahuwah. And we're going to say to him, see, you put all these people through hell and high water, trying to drag them into hell where you're going. But they love me, even though you put them through hell. What you going to accuse me of now? They stood, they endured to the end. What you going to say now? They're going to be with me in eternity. You're separated from me in eternity. The darkest darkness is reserved for you. And you had all the light. Look at them, 144,000. Oh, who's that up on the front? That's the 144. You thought you had it. You thought you blotted me out. You was laughing. You created every version of my word that you could do possible. You even influenced kings. Thank you, Sister Tiffany.
Thank you,
You
Jay.
even influenced rulers and governments to create their own versions to make it seem as if it was legitimate to keep them away from me. And you laughed for centuries. Oh, but you didn't count that there would be oh country boy from Kentucky. Oh Latina from South America, who people giggle at and laugh at and go, who they think they are. Feeding hogs. Who they think they are. Living in the unindustrialized nation, I guess they were. I don't know what they would call it.
Third world.
Third world.
Third
Who are
world
they?
country.
Who are they?
Yeah.
Who's Donna Steele? Who's Daniel Libby? Who's Randy Moon? Who's Tiffany Hinton? Who's Patrice Pearson? Huh? Who's Ebony Carter? Who's Joe Carter? Who's Deontay Warren? Who is that? Emily Aguilar. Blake Bernays. Who? Stephanie. Michelle. You know the ones that are consistent here, day in, day out, that show up and represent. You mean to tell me they sitting up there in front of that 144,000? They in it. Hold on. Who's next to him with him? You mean Masha? They rolling with Masha? Little old Jamie Galloway rolling with Masha? Yahusha? Joshua. Ali Yahoo? Yeremi Yahoo? Yisha Yahoo? You mean to tell me they in the same category with them people? Yes. What you gonna accuse me of? Satan? What you gonna accuse me of? Lisa Austin? She's up in there. Luya's up in there. Lewis Cotton? The least like you mean this group of least likelies is up in there. My faith is I'm gonna be right up in there. I'm gonna be high fiving Masha. I'm gonna be high fiving Abaram, Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov. Boy, I can't wait to hug Yusuf, Joseph. Can't wait. I can't wait to hug Yusuf.
Nah.
Gonna be 144 of us, y'all, who have told me gonna be up there right up in that top. It's all up to y'all, what y'all want to do. Those of you that have ears to hear what Yahuwah just said to you. Satan is accusing all day and night. Matthew Wells, you telling me you're going to be up in there? Put in the chat if you're going to be up in there high-fiving with Masha and Nim. Abraham, you're going to be right up there with them. What, ain't nothing wrong with me. Go tell yourself in the mirror when we come out of this session, there's nothing wrong with me that I can't be up in there. Right up in the front of it with them. Brian Robinson said, you in there? Who's going to be up in there with us? That's what this true scriptures is about. It's the front line of the front line. Robert Arenson said he going to be right up in there. You mean to tell me these least likely spread out that oh, Satan, you the prince of the air, ain't you? You've been putting out all this. You even helped create the internet. But you didn't know. I'm the one that commissioned it. You thought you was going to use it to keep people tied up in pornography, to keep people tied up in all kind of nonsense and gossip. But you didn't understand that there was going to be a domain called promotethetruth.com. Or you didn't know that my servants, which I'll let you kick their tails. I'll let you beat them up bad like you did with Ehud. Yeah, because you came and asked me for them like you did with Joe. Yeah, me and Lena have been under that kind of persecution. Yeah. Yeah, Satan. You asked me for them, and I let you come against them. But they would not deny my name, would they, Satan? You even poisoned my servant, Jay Noland, twice. Oh, you saw when he was throwing up and he was sick as a dog and he was holding on for dear life. Shortly after he gave up Jesus, and you flashed in his head. Is it because of Jesus? Is something wrong? And then he said, no. Yahuwah is the Most High. Get behind me, Satan. As I'm throwing up, as I pass out on the bathroom floor and wake up and find myself there in the morning, and I'm shocked that I'm still alive. And when I saw the light, I knew Yahuwah. You sustained me like you did Ali Yahuwah in the cave. Yeah. You can't say nothing to me, Satan, thus says Yahuwah, because I'll let you beat the hell out of them. And they would not reject me. As a matter of fact, they turned it up a notch. The harder you came against them, you messed around and you let them, you pressed them so hard that they figured out that all the words that you wouldn't confuse, Satan, they wouldn't figure it out that they're going to tear it down. And guess who's got their back? Satan. I didn't make them. I let you come against them. But guess what? I live in them. Did you know, Satan, thus says Yahuwah, that when you came against them, you did not understand my word, even though you know my word. Even though you did everything you could to try to get me to turn against myself in the garden. When I said, if it's at all possible, can this cup be taken away from me? And I said, no, I'm going to drink of this cup. And you was there trying to take me out. But that death could not hold me in the ground because I am the Most High. And I resurrected. And I went on high. And because I did that, I decided to pour my spirit out to those humans, all who will receive it. And didn't you know that when you was poisoning them, I lived in them? It was me. You didn't understand that every time you went up against them, you was going up against me. And not this time. I didn't send Mikal this time. I'm prophesying. Y'all pay attention. Not this time. I didn't send Mikal to take you out. No, it was me. And you know you can't beat me. because I am the Most High, and you are the least low. So you get under my feet, and you get under their feet, because their feet is my feet. Thus says Yahuwah. That's who we are, Lena. I'm coming out. That's who we are. I felt Yahuwah all over me. Tell us that. What'd you feel when Yahuwah was speaking then?
Powerful, powerful. I I've been there, experienced all that, and the times of that challenge is like the last thing that ever came to my mind was deny Yahuwah. It was hard days. It was very challenging time, and what it was giving the strength to keep going was Yahuwah, and it was that inside of me that just keep saying now is actually time, that move it ahead, keep going harder. And us being able to talk through all this and knowing that we saw it, and actually remember during those days Kai was around 3 years old, 3 to 4 years old, and him coming to us saying he was three, and he coming to us saying we had a big, it was a big glass door for our main entrance, and Kai saying there are messengers holding hands outside, and
Our
I
3-year-old son came to me and Lena. He don't know no better. He said, I saw there was, how do you describe him, Lena?
he said there was men holding hands in the front of the house. So I knew that, and we knew there that Yahuwah was taking care of everything, and it was gonna be a big change in the world. And then just a year later, that's where we said we're going harder. That's what, we're not going backwards. We're going harder against that, and nothing was able to put us down. They tried with their hardest. Satan tried the hardest to tear down our energy, our motivation, everything. And more people start asking about Yahuwah directly, like right there, those people that was like close to us, and send us those messengers to keep encouraging us to do the new Promote the Truth website, going live, doing more videos, and then creating the Promote the Truth. That's when the name video came out, and now, what, 2 3 years later after that, Yahuwah called you to do the transcription, the translation. So just hearing to your words is it give me goosebumps, and I know Yahuwah and the Ruach was in you when you was talking.
Hopefully all of y'all heard the message Yahuwah come through me there. Because I know it was him speaking. And he was saying, I'm working through y'all. And my word is my word. I'm living in you, that all of you that have called on me.
I'm very proud, and as my husband, I want to tell you here in front of everybody how proud and how honored I am of the work you're doing, because it's such a beautiful thing, and see you working every day, and see you being attacked for no reason, and people saying lies about you and calling you a liar and actually reading Yahuwah. The liars are those that are not keeping the commandments. And I know how even from the day from even before we was together, the way we met, how respectful you were, uh, as a man. I knew there was something different in you, and then I understood that you was really hard on keeping your commandments, that you will not lie, that you will not commit adultery, that you will stay on every single thing. And and see you now and every single day for these past 12 years that we've been together, waking up early and giving everything to spread the name of Yahuwah. And these past 4 years of the attacks, you going stronger. You going stronger, and I know Yahuwah is so proud. It's so proud because I know not the only attacks just now, but the attacks that you have had to go through in your life since you born, what Satan wanted to take you out, because he knew that what Yahuwah needed you to do, and you're doing it, and I know he's proud of that. You're waking up at four in the morning, going to bed late at night, and not spending the time that sometimes you want to spend with us. I know Yahuwah, like he says, is worth it because it's what is coming in the eternity. So I appreciate what you do for the world.
Thank you. It means a lot. We're going to wrap this session up, guys. We went way over. But my dad, he gave the message. Maybe he can share it with you. Maybe we can bring dad in. Because my dad, he said the message. He said, son, I see it now. I see why you've been attacked so hard. You're my child. I've watched you go through ruthless attacks most of your life. I see that scar on my face. That's when I was 7 years old. A drunk driver. My mom was driving me to my grandparents. A drunk driver hit the side of our car. I didn't have a seatbelt on. 7 years old, and that window smashed, and that glass tried to. If I would have had a seatbelt on, they said it would have smashed my. I would have died. I mean, it's been crazy attacks that's happened on me. My dad said that's why Satan was trying to kill you from the beginning, because you got this message in you, this gift that Yahuwah gave you to be able to explain His word. So I'm gonna stand up here. If he gonna kill me with Yahuwah in my mouth. Out here yelling,
Yes,
Yahuwah!
yes.
That's it. I believe in that. I'll catch y'all back here at 6. We'll probably start a few minutes after 6. But this gonna be, I'm going with a blazing message to rock us out. Would y'all please honor Yahuwah? Go to tsnt.org and just do the best you can do. Do your first fruits. Think about first fruits today. Okay. Christina Archibald came in the building, Lena. Christina says she's not playing around. Christina came in
Thank you.
$700 contribution. Leo
Thank
Alexander
you, Christina.
300. Beautiful Jesse Gillespie $70. This is it. I'm watching y'all see Yahuwah and his message means everything to Lena and I. And that's that fuel for me to keep going when nobody's around. I know Yahuwah. I know he lives. Even though we never see him and talk to him, I know he lives because he's in us. I can feel him in me, and he's in you. So I see y'all around 6. We're gonna bring a powerhouse closing message. Lena, ain't no telling what this next is gonna be like. If we got this much fire already,
Wow, two sessions and you're making and Yahoo is just like touching me so much. Your words are so touching. I really want that you all have that same experience at home or wherever you are, and listen and receive the words that are coming because they're powerful. A lot of teachings, a lot of words that we are in need in this world. So grab them all with all you can. Take notes, and we'll see you at 6 Eastern Standard Time. We love you so much.